we're gonna go over here and park and have a little chat for a second. Oh, good, Barbara. Barbara can hear us. That's good.
We can hear you. Thank goodness.
So Jude and I were just having a really good discussion in the car, and I wanted to come on here and get his thoughts on something because he said something that I thought was very valuable. But let me adjust. Okay, so this is what we were talking about. And Debbie says hello, Amy and Judah. So we were thinking this morning, we were talking a little bit about, Judah and I went to church this morning, and I had gone to Walmart this morning and and I had bought a cupcake cake. You know, the big cakes that are made out of cupcake? And we both partook of cupcakes after church.
Yes.
And, you know, we count points, and that's part of our life now. And, you know, that means that maybe the rest of the day I'm doing Simply Filling, so Simply Filling foods for me, and he's probably going to be sticking to the
Tonight's going to be weird, though.
The 0 point food list, right? Yeah, so we have an added challenge because we're going out to dinner tonight, so we're going to have to find things that we can eat that are still on program. Have you used all your weeklies?
No, they just restarted.
Okay, so yeah, we both have weeklies. We just have to be careful tonight.
We've got room.
But most likely we'll use all of our weeklies. But I just want to come on, you know, I've been watching, there's a lot of YouTubers that I personally watch. There's very few of us here on YouTube that have dedicated our lives to Weight Watchers and weight loss and kind of what that journey looks like. I think there might be like 15 of us, somewhere in there. And I think, you know, I've only been in this community since last October. So I wasn't on Smart Points for a long amount of time. I was only on Smart Points for a couple of months before Freestyle came out. And back when I originally did Weight Watchers, you only had the choice of the one program. And so if you went off of Weight Watchers, there are like all these other programs that you could, you know, do, but they weren't Weight Watchers.
No.
So June and I were just talking about, you know, there are vloggers right now that are leaving Weight Watchers, or they're leaving Weight Watchers Freestyle, or they're leaving Weight Watchers period and doing other programs, and kind of showing you what that looks like. And that's their individual journey. And I think what's hard is that we, you know, as a Weight Watcher, I want to follow other Weight Watcher vloggers to get ideas. And so, you know, it's hard for us in the community because we love these people and we love watching their vlogs, and we really depend on their ideas and their support and their motivation. And I mean, you don't really watch them. He doesn't watch.
I just do my own thing.
Yeah, he doesn't depend on YouTube for support. And I know that we've had discussions out there about, you know, some of the negativity that can happen in the community. But I think that that comes from a place of people really investing in our channels and depending on us in some way for that motivation and support. And then obviously we cannot fulfill those expectations of people because we're just people on our journeys as well. And so Jude and I were talking about, I think probably one of the big issues is that there are so many different weight loss programs out there, you know, and it's very easy to sort of get into that trap of,
you're always looking for the best product, right? Like you're like, oh, this is kind of wearing out on me. I'm not really into this anymore. I'm gonna try something different.
Yeah.
You know, and maybe it's more appealing or different or seems exciting and innovative.
Yeah, like as a consumer, I think, you know, we're always looking for the next best thing. And, you know, a lot of times the program can seem like it's not working. And I think that that's valid in some cases and maybe not valid in other cases. And that's really up to the person. Because I feel like there is a place where it's like not so much about the program, but about, are you working the program? But then I do also believe that there's that individual, you know, we're all so individualized that some things don't work for our lifestyle or whatever. I know for myself, I'm having to do a lot of food prep and meal prep and thinking about how to implement Weight Watchers into my own life, and that may not work well for someone else. I didn't do so well on Freestyle. I'm liking Simply Filling with also counting. I'm having to combine two different things, and that's my choice. Judah, however, really has liked Freestyle. But what we were talking about that was interesting is that I've dieted my whole life, and Judah has never been on any sort of diet or lifestyle change. I've jumped on and off so many different ships, you know. I'm a very seasoned sailor. Whereas Judah's brand new on the ship. And I never put him on a diet as a kid. Really all of this stemmed from him coming home after his last semester and not being able to fit into his clothes. And our deal was...
Oh, 1 week. 1 week on Freestyle.
Yeah, he said, I'll do one week on Freestyle. So, yeah, if anyone can moderate for me, I'd really appreciate it. If not, you guys just ignore it. It's not a big deal. So, our agreement was for him to do Freestyle for a week and see if he liked it. And if he liked it, I would pay for it for him. And he's really liked it. It's fit well into his life. But he's not sitting around thinking about all the other different programs that he could, like this last week he gained a pound. And did you start thinking about jumping?
I didn't do something totally different. Well, no, my problem was that I didn't stick wholeheartedly to what I was doing. You know, I let myself slack off. And instead of blaming the program, it's a personal issue, right?
Yeah, and I just wonder, you know, some of us have made, I have made a career out of trying to lose weight. I've been on so many programs, you guys. I've jumped on and off so many different programs. It's exhausting. And when I fail at the program, I beat myself up. So, you know, there's something to be said for that. That maybe part of the problem is that, you know, I immediately want to jump ship when I'm not working the program. And my point being, pick something and work it. And work it for a long time. Stick to it for a long time. And then see if it's not working for you. What do you need to do? There may be times when you need to go see your doctor. You know, you may need to go talk to your leader at your meeting. You may have like medical issues that, you know, are causing whatever program you're on to not agree with you. I know that on the ketogenic diet, people actually have had some health issues. I know that low carb diets, people often will lose their gallbladder. I know like with the gastric sleeve and gastric bypass, there's a very high correlation of having to have your gallbladder removed. And so, you know, you kind of need to look at all these things, but at the end of the day, just pick a program and stick with it. And try to stick with it for a long time. Thank you, Anita. I appreciate you. So Anita's going to moderate for us. But yeah, Judah and I were just talking about, I mean, he made some good points to me, and I wanted to pull him into a conversation with you guys. And also just kind of remind you all that we have a small community of YouTubers, and we want to, you know, show you our journeys on Weight Watchers. But we're not infallible, and we're just like you guys, you know. I'm trying to be very consistent with what I'm doing, but it doesn't mean that I'm perfect and that I'm going to figure this out ultimately. I hope that I do, right?
It's a journey, you know.
Yeah,
it's a lifestyle change.
And it's a lifestyle change. And I totally support all those girls that are out there that have not been able to make Freestyle work for them, or they have not been able to work Freestyle, or, you know, they feel like they need to do something else. That's totally their journey. And I would love to see some more Weight Watcher vloggers. Oh, a Healthier Ray, I think she's a vlogger. And then B B, if you're on here, I can't remember the name of your channel, but she also does Weight Watcher vlogs. I'd like to see more Weight Watchers vlogging because I think that that's great to have sort of a mix of ideas. And I'm never going to be an Amanda Seipert who is that organized and can meal prep for you on here. And so my channel may not appeal to a lot of people that are on Weight Watchers. And so I'll never be a twin who can do the skinny, you know.
Yes.
I'll never be Sandy who goes walking every day and does Happy Meal. And, you know, I'm just myself. And so Pamela says that B does momentum, right? So there's lots of different vloggers out there, and I would just encourage you guys to, you know, remain positive. And if someone jumps ship, it's important to be gracious towards them. And I don't know.
The grass is always greener, right?
Yeah.
It's only going to be as green as much work as you put into it.
Right. And I think we can fall into that trap that, like I was talking about this the other day, where you think you found the magic pill and that you've watched a bunch of keto vlogs, for example, and everyone's lost all this weight on keto. And you're really on fire for it for a while, but if you don't stick with it long term, you're not going to get those results. And so, you know, it's just like any other program. You know, does it work for you? Are you able to work it long term? Is it healthy for you? You know, and ultimately, is it a lifestyle change that you can stick with? So, I don't know. I just wanted to talk about that. I was watching Sab today, and I felt really sad for her. And I don't think that anybody should be on YouTube and feel like they have to present something that isn't their authentic journey because they're going to get beat up. And I just would encourage you guys to try to, you know, if you don't like someone's video, click off. There's lots of other vloggers out there. And if you feel like you could do a better job, I'd love to see you start a vlog. It's definitely a commitment of time, and there's a lot of rewards. I think there's a lot of rewards to vlogging. But, you know, it's pretty revealing. You learn a lot about yourself by doing this, that's for sure. And you definitely can, you could focus on your faults. I'm trying to just focus on the positive. So, what do you think, Jude? Any ideas that you want to share with the world?
Ideas. It's work, you know. And I think somebody said I probably won't struggle with weight my whole life. I don't think that's true. I think that's kind of like a part of me is I'll have to be attentive. I'll have to stay on top of it. It's very easy to slip into the pattern of, oh, it's only a pound, you know, I'll lose it next week. Or, oh, it's only 2 pounds. It's not a big deal. I've lost this much so far already. And next thing you know, you've lost half of your progress. It's constant vigilance, self-improvement, self-reflection. Like, I think what you're going through right now is a phase of self-reflection, trying to figure out what have I done to reach the point where I'm at, because you've had a lot of success. You've reached this point in your life where you're like, yeah, I feel good about myself, right? But you don't want to stop being successful. So now, you know, you're looking back on what you've done, you're looking to the future, what you need to keep doing.
Yeah. That whole idea of every day reactivating the journey.
Yeah.
And waking up every morning and just committing to taking care of yourself. Really, that's what it is. No matter what program you are what program you're on, it's a commitment to yourself and to taking care of yourself. And so hopefully for Judah, you know, he's about to go back to school this week. Hopefully he can take what he's learned over the summer and be able to wake up every morning and commit to taking care of himself. I know, like, one of his challenges coming up is that his friends don't eat the same way that he does, and he's moving into an apartment with 3 other guys, his best friends, and they like to go out for big lunches in the afternoon, and then they'll eat like a regular big dinner.
And then you have another big dinner, after that.
And so what he's been doing at home, though, he's been eating very low point during the day and then having his big meal in the evening. Yeah. And so I know that he's been a little bit stressed out about how he's going to make this work. And he's completely right. I think I really believe that we have like some genetic stuff, and he and I are kind of wired to stress eat. I don't know why we have that type of personality.
Just, our body type and our.
But we just are stress eaters. And so when he's stressed out at school, that used to be his first go-to was to eat. When I get stressed out at work, that's my first go-to. And I'm trying to do other things like walk and journal, and you're going to have to.
Food is an easy outlet. It's hard to find.
Food is so easy.
Yeah.
I
can always find food.
I think it's work to get the journal out. It's work to go walk.
Yeah.
It is so, it's just such a lazy way to deal with your stress.
Oh, yeah.
To get out the Reese's peanut butter
snack,
cups.
Make yourself
yeah,
feel
and
better.
you do. And you initially get that serotonin rush, and you feel so much better for a few minutes, and then you start beating up on yourself. Yeah. So, we're both working on that. There's a lot of head work that has to be done with this journey. Why you got to where you're at, and what you need to do to change it. There's a lot of emotional stuff. But I would encourage everyone to look more internally than externally. I think that that's going to get you a lot farther on the journey. Do some self-evaluation, and we've got people on YouTube. They're so awesome. They share our lives. They share their recipes, their families, what they're good. You have people crying on YouTube, laughing on YouTube. It's so wonderful to have that resource. And our job is to be supportive and kind and loving. And if you don't like something, then click off of it. There's lots of other things to watch on YouTube. There's lots of other ways to get support. There's Connect. There's lots of Facebook groups. There's podcasts. If you're going crazy, there's no reason a YouTuber should drive you nuts on this journey. Just click off the channel, Go watch something else. So
you're really fortunate. You have a really great community that really supports what you're doing.
Yeah. I've been very blessed. For whatever reason, the people that are attracted to my channel are just like fantabulous. So thank you all for being so supportive and kind. And please share that with some of the other YouTubers out there that are working so hard to share their journey. Because I, for one, I want to be able to watch other YouTubers. At this point, I feel very limited because there's only a handful of people that are actually consistently vlogging about Weight Watchers. And I don't want those people to get bullied and stop vlogging, So maybe Judah will start a vlog. He won't do it, so... anyway, I just wanted to pop on here. I was watching a couple of things. I was watching Daniela and Sab, and I just felt like, just felt like responding and encouraging you guys to be peaceful out there. So thanks for watching. You want to add anything? We have to go vacuum out the car now, and then we have to go to Walmart. And then we have to go. What are we doing for dinner tonight? Oh, we're going to
Dave and Buster's.
Dave and Buster's. Have you guys ever been to Dave and Buster's? What's point friendly to eat there? Leave it in the comments. That would be helpful.
The answer is nothing.
All right. So we're gonna go. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you guys later. Bye. Stay in orbit.